So in the last video, I showed you guys one of the HOLOSHIFT powder coats that we have. So today I'm going to show you how to take this and turn it into this. I'm going to do a complete breakdown of everything that you need, show you everything you need to know, as well as some of the examples of these new ones. So let's get over here and check it out. So as you can see, I had a full lineup of the HOLOSHIFT powder coats. And I say had because he has released 6 new colors. So we need to mix those up. And I figured I'd take you guys along, show you the process. Now, one thing you might notice, if any of you have seen the other videos, are these containers. So I was using containers like this, but I was having issues with anytime I would try to shake the container to fluff up the powder, these lids were leaking. Well, I found these little containers at Walmart, and the cool thing about them is they seal completely, so you can shake it as much as you want, and they're stackable. These little lids snap together with the bottom of them, so you can stack them. You don't have to worry about them falling all over the place. They work really well. But either way, we're going to show you how we mix these up. So all you're going to need is some clear powder coat. You don't have to buy it by the 1-pound jars. You can get the little 2-ounce bottles, but you're going to need your clear powder, some container to put them in, and then obviously your HOLOSHIFT powder of choice. So I'm just going to take just a standard like kitchen spoon. About 3 scoops with this spoon will fill this little container. If you do heaping scoops like I just did, you can get away with about 2.5. But either way, so we're going to fill our little container. Now, the amount of HOLOSHIFT that you add is all going to be, think of it like adding these to soft plastics. If you go all the way down to a 1/32 scoop, it will look kind of like a flake on the jig head. Or you can go all the way up as heavy as you want. You go up to 1/8 if you want, and it would be more of a full coverage. I have found a 1/16 teaspoon to about 2.5 to 3 scoops with that is about the perfect amount. So we're just going to take our 1/16, put it in our clear powder, and then I take just small little wire, whatever I have, just kind of mix it in a little bit, and then from there, all I'm going to do is put the lid, if I can find it, put the lid back on this, and just give it a good shake. This stuff mixes in extremely well, so I'll shake it all in, get it all mixed up, and now you have your HOLOSHIFT powder coat. Alright, so now I can say again, I have a full setup of HOLOSHIFT powder coats. Now, you may be wondering, what's this little guy? So just like with soft plastics, you can mix these together and put any combination of colors you want together. So, what we've done with this, I've taken 3 of my favorite colors and mixed them together. I have not made this yet, but we are going to powder coat a jig with this here in a minute. And for you guys, the first person to guess all the 3 colors that are in this correctly, I will mix up a second one of these and I will send it to you. So, which 3 do you think it's going to be? So today we're going to be making some of these herring head underspins. I'm going to be using the Owner 5313 in a 3/0. Going to use those same WEY 525 wire forms. Using the Spro ball bearing swivels in a size 2. And I am attaching that to a number 3 willow blade. And I'll show you how we put this together. We're going to be making some of these in the 3/8 ounce size. You're just going to lay your hook and your wire form in the mold like so. And now you're ready to pour. So we're going to do 3 different colors. I want to try Threadfin and Joker, and then we're also going to use that mystery color. Now what we're going to do, similar to the last video, I'm going to dip the jig head in pearl white first, and then I'm going to do 2 different ones. I want to do just the standard black on the top of one, and then the smoke color on the top of the other, and then we'll dip it in our HOLOSHIFT powder at the end. And I want to see the difference in how that powder plays off of a smoky color and then more of the solid black color. So let's get to powder coating. We've got our first set done. So you can see the difference on the back. The smoke is on the left and then the black is on the right. You can see how much darker the standard black is. So we're going to start with our thread fin, and all we're going to do is we're going to heat our jig head back up, dip it in that powder, and then it is ready to bake. So we've got these all finished up, and as I expected, I got to put them back in the light box for you to be able to kind of see. So this is the Joker with the smoke, and you can see as I turn it, you can see all that green and purple reflecting off of it. So there's Joker with smoke. Here is Joker over the black. Then we've got our thread fin over the smoke. That looks really, really cool right there. The thread fin shows up a little bit more than the Joker. You can even see it down on the white. In plastics, you need a little bit darker of a color for it to show up, but since this lead isn't translucent, you can see it even down on the white. Here's our thread fin on the black top. Looking really nice. And then this is that custom blend that we put together on the smoke. That just looks incredible. And this stuff is super easy to do, you guys. It doesn't take a whole lot to just mix some clear powder and that HOLOSHIFT, and just looks amazing. And then here's that custom over the black. And then if you're having trouble seeing it, I went ahead and took just some football heads and powder coated those so you can see it. This is the Joker. You can see all of that reflection coming through. Looks really, really cool. That HOLOSHIFT really shows up. In person, you can see it on these heads really well, but I know in the video it can be difficult. But there is Joker. This is thread fin, and this one shows up really, really well. Look at all that shiftiness. Looks amazing. And then last and certainly not least, there's that custom blend that we put together. And this was just over a solid black jig head. And then we just dipped it in our HOLOSHIFT. Let me know what you guys think. And there you have it, guys. That is a super easy way to turn your favorite HOLOSHIFT into a powder coat. Super easy to do. Anyone can do it. You just need some clear powder, a container to put it in, and your HOLOSHIFT powder of choice. Now, one thing I want to touch on, what a lot of people talk about when they refer to the HOLOSHIFTs is price. Yes, they are a little pricier than your normal powder because they're heat resistant. So think of Sparkle Flake that you use in Plastisol. If you get it too hot, it burns, it scorches, it messes up. That's not the case with these. I've used every one of these powder coats in the oven. You can bake them at full temperature and you have zero color loss. So especially in that color that I mixed up that you guys can try to guess what it is, I like it because it has that purpley, almost like an electric shad type color. And any other color that you get for an electric shad, like that sparkle violet color, you lose all of that color when you get it up to temperature. So super effective, and this little tiny cup of powder could easily powder coat 100 jigs or more. So your money's going to go way farther mixing these little HOLOSHIFT powders with powder coat. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will leave 8BITBAITS website linked down below in the description. If you guys like something in this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.